Hello, and welcome to Van Life Without a Phone. I just hiked into the Grand Canyon yesterday. Just as I was leaving, my phone was freaking out. Some of the apps weren't showing up. It kept saying there was no storage in my phone, even though I kept deleting stuff. It does that a lot. But this time it was different because after that, all that happened was just a blank screen with the white Apple logo. But I think I'm gonna have to go to an Apple store or something to get this fixed. Living in my van, life is kind of, you just have a lot to figure out, a lot to look up ahead of time. But now I don't have my most useful everyday tool. The first thing I did, now that I'm back in civilization from my backpacking trip, is I called my brother to let him know I was okay. Whenever you go to do any outdoor recreational activity, especially if you're by yourself, you have to let someone know where you're going and when you'll be back. Luckily, a hotel let me borrow their phone at the front desk, and I called and said everything was okay. The next step, hopefully I can find a shower without, being able to Google it. And I also need to find some place to park my van to sleep. Originally, I had wanted to drive up to Page, Arizona tonight and find somewhere around there, but I don't know what's allowed and what's not allowed for you to park at overnight. And I'm worried if I go all the way up there and I can't find a space, what then? So luckily I already know a place near the Grand Canyon where it's okay to stay because that's where I stayed 2 nights ago. So I'll go back there. As for a shower, here's where I am now. And down here, there is a place called Camper Services. And there's a little shower logo right there. And I'm hoping they have showers and they're still open. I want to take a shower so bad, so fingers crossed. Right now, I'm just more or less driving around. It's 8:15, so I can't just go to a visitor center and ask for help. It's all just relying on signs. Does that look like a shower building to you? We're about to find out. That actually was the shower building, but a sign on the door said last shower at 3:45 due to COVID. I'm no scientist, but I thought you could have COVID any time of the day. That was a joke. That took about an hour or two. First, I just drove around Grand Canyon National Park because I couldn't just plug in my campsite to my GPS and go. There was a map, and I was trying to figure out where I was, and it would also be helpful if I had another person that could just look at the map and tell me where to go, but I don't. So, that was an ordeal. Then I stopped at a campsite. It was $25, and you had to get shower tokens from the office in the morning. I want to shower tonight, so I was like, never mind. And then I stopped at a few hotels. I was thinking maybe, just maybe, they'll have a hotel for something I can afford. The first one I went to was $300. The second one was $160. So I was like, no. I really thought about it because, how good would that be? A hot shower and a warm bed after coming back from a really hard camping trip. But who knows how much it's going to cost to fix my phone, so couldn't do that. And then I couldn't find this place for a while. Thank goodness I had camped here before, because if I didn't know about this spot, I have no idea what I would do. I would probably just park in a fast food parking lot like McDonald's that's 24 hours and hope no one notices. Anyway, it's 9:35. I had some rice cakes for dinner. I'm not really that hungry, so that's okay. And then I'm going to try to put some, at least I can wash my face, and maybe if I find a washcloth around here, I can sponge off, This is how you know I'm not just being dramatic about needing a shower. This dirt is caked on me. See? So my phone is doing this now, sometimes doing like that, blinking. I am really worried about my phone. What if when they turn it back on, everything on it is gone? You know, that's really scary, especially because how much I value videos I take. Tonight, what I did in the evening looked a little different. Normally I unwind with social media, edit a video, or watch Netflix, but I didn't really miss any of that stuff anyway, because I'm tired and I need to go to bed. I also sometimes listen to chill music when I brush my teeth, and I couldn't do that. And now it's also different because I usually listen to a podcast to keep my mind from wandering when I'm trying to fall asleep, and can't do that anymore. So it is kind of a blessing in disguise because I'm learning to live without, and screens aren't really that good for you, but I miss it. My old phone that I'm using kind of as a plan B through all this, I used to charge it overnight because I didn't know that wasn't good for the battery health. So now it goes dead super fast. Luckily, it stayed on through the night in time to wake me up with the alarm clock. And now it's another time where I wish I could listen to some music. It's such a pretty calm morning. Also, last night I had the idea, what if you stirred in some peanut butter into coffee? Would it melt? Would it taste peanut buttery? And I usually put that kind of thing on my Instagram story, just like, it's fun to share, and especially with no one else with me. Here is my peanut butter spoon. Just a little bit so it can melt easily. I don't think I taste the difference. I'm gonna try to put more in though. You stir it up and then take a drink right away. You can taste the peanut butter. The coffee itself tastes a lot thicker, which is kind of a weird sensation. And I think the coffee flavor was brought out a little bit more with the nutty flavor. Here's where I am now, and I'm going this way. And so the biggest city on the route is Page. So I'm going to head that way, and I'm just going to have to hope they have an Apple store or somewhere that can help me. I do have a GPS in my car where I can just type in Page and it'll give me turn-by-turn directions. If not, I would just memorize where I'm supposed to go. I was born in 1992, and I think that was one of the best years to be born because I remember how it was before technology, and then I remember as I was growing up how technology grew up too. Like when I was little and when my family went on vacation, my parents would be talking about what turn was coming up next or what exit they needed to take. And then MapQuest happened when I was an older kid. When I started driving, I didn't go anywhere too far, and my dad would just draw me directions. And then when I was in college, that was when Google Maps started. It's been interesting to watch, and I'm glad for the opportunity to go back. Normally, I would listen to Spotify on a road trip, but luckily, besides the sunglasses and the goldfish and the crackers, I have all the CDs. I have all the CDs you could ask for. My gas light's on, and I can't look up when the next gas station is. That gas is $4.60. This gas is, I think I missed the turn, damn it. This gas is $4.40. Oh, please be a turn. Please have a turn over here. So I happened to just drive past Horseshoe Bend, which looks cool, but it's $10 to get in, and I would only look at the view and come right back out. So, not today. I made it to Page, Arizona. I tried to use the GPS in my car to look for a tourist information center. It took me here, and I can't see anything like that. So I don't know what to do. Before cell phones were invented, there was probably very obvious tourist information offices around, but now all I need is to talk to a local about where I could find somewhere to fix my phone. But I feel like a lot of places, if you catch someone on a bad day, the person's just going to be like, that's not what we do here. Please go somewhere else. I went into the H&R Block and it said, I'm looking for the Page Center of Commerce or anyone that can give me tourist information. And the lady at the desk said, go down the street and look across from the National Bank. So, hopefully that's something. Now, across from National Bank here, we have Lower Antelope Canyon Tours. I'm going to ask about stuff that's not directly pertaining to their business, but hopefully, since they're a tourism company, they can take pity on me and give me some information, even though it's not going to profit them. The Lower Antelope Canyon Tours place was closed. A sign on the door said they open at 9. And it's not even 3 right now, so like, when are you open? For an hour every day? Anyway, luckily, I kept walking, and right next door to them, they do have an actual tourist information center. So awesome. I guess that's what the lady that told me to come here was talking about. I asked them my list of questions. They answered them the best they could, but they weren't really what I needed. They don't even have a bathroom or a phone that I could use. And that really makes me mad that that's become expected in our society, that everyone will have a cell phone because they're expensive, you know? That shouldn't be a requirement to survive in the world. What would a person do if they had an emergency? So I guess I'm just gonna go around begging people to let me use their phone, and hopefully I'll meet someone nice. I went to Verizon because that's what the last people told me to do to see if they could fix my phone. They couldn't, but they told me about a place called iRepair in Kanab, Utah, which is, according to my GPS, 20 minutes away. But it has been wrong before, so hopefully that's not the case. I drove about an hour to go to this place, iRepair. Really hoping it's open, really hoping they can help me. Apparently there's a time change because it's 5:30 here right now. It's Wednesday. This is the place a guy at a gas station described to me hoping I got the directions right, because I would hate to camp somewhere where I'm not supposed to, but it does look like a free camping spot. Hopefully I got that right. Now I'm just trying to enjoy my phone-free life. You know, today was really hard because you can live without technology, but you'll still be living in a world where everybody else has that technology. So people not really being able to provide the kind of help I need, you know, that just kind of comes with the territory. They're not used to people without phones. Yeah, just gonna try to enjoy my evening. If you aren't familiar with a lot of the videos I make, I'm trying to go to all 50 states to go on an outdoor adventure and drink a beer. And the beers I try in each state, I try to get something obviously that's local and something that has to do with something unique about that state. So for Utah, I went ahead and got this. I'll do the official Utah beer review in my Utah video, which I'm going to Bryce Canyon. But this is Color Country Red Ale by Silver Reef Brewing Co. And I'm like, why didn't I think of this before? Of course, gotta have a red ale out here surrounded by all these red rocks. Oh, dang, that is red. Shoot, that's like the color of my chair. For dinner, I made mac and cheese because I needed a comfort food. And I put peas in it because I realized I haven't really ate much at all today. I've been so busy and stressed out, so had to get some veggies in there. It was a cold night, but the stars are absolutely beautiful. And it's only 10:30, but I think I'll go ahead and go to bed. One, because I'm very tired for the day and I want to get up early to be at the repair shop as soon as they open. And like, I guess because I don't have access to a lot of things I would normally do, that makes me want to go to sleep sooner. And that's definitely a good thing. If I haven't made it clear already, I take having my phone be broken as a simultaneously good and bad thing, like most things in life are. I feel really disconnected from my family and making sure that everyone knows I'm safe, and I feel kind of helpless without being able to look things up for myself, but it is a good thing to get me away from screens. I had bad insomnia last night, so it's really hard to get going this morning. I think I finally fell asleep around 2. I think I said before, but normally I listen to podcasts to go to sleep, and I think just without that routine, I couldn't last night. Okay, I dropped my phone off at iRepair around 10:30, and they told me about this cafe called Jackie Lee's where you can get some internet. You get to hang out with a toddler that's wandering around, so great place. And now it's 12 o'clock and I am heading back to iRepair because they said my phone is done. And I am nervous because I'm like, they said it's up and running. Does that mean I'm just really hoping as much as is left as possible? I filmed a hike that I haven't seen the footage of on my computer, so I'm thinking it's not in iCloud. I'm nervous, but I'm hoping. It worked! Everything is back. Even the last video I took before I started walking down into the canyon is still there, and I am just so relieved. Oh, I did. Okay, so, oh my gosh, as I was about to walk into the canyon, my phone was saying, oh, you don't have enough storage space, and I accidentally deleted the app where I edit all my videos, and I cried actual tears because I had been working on a video so long and then it was just gone because I was dumb and deleted that app while I was distracted. But it's still here. Oh my gosh. I have been so stressed and so sad because I lost something I worked really hard on for the past couple days. But it's all okay now. Oh my goodness. Everyone, please patronize the shop I repair in Kanab, Utah. The best technology shop I've ever been to in my entire life, and I've been to a lot of them. That only costed $20. It's only 12:30, so I have time to make it to Bryce Canyon today. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Okay, see you next time. Watch my Bryce Canyon video coming up next week. Bye.